What is up, wrestling fans? Welcome to another mock draft randomizer edition of the Smark Out Moment Smack Talk podcast. As you can see on your screen right now, I am your host, as always, Tony Mango, joined as always by Robert DeFelice.
I'm going to be a mighty king, so enemies, beware.
And Callum Wiggins.
I've never seen such a king of kings with quite so hairy chin. You got a hairy chin, Rob. So you've got too much hair.
Yeah.
Well,
you're not going to get that line off.
You can see on your screen we have the circle of life here, and it is the randomizer that Callum's put together of everyone who's competed in the King of the Ring tournament so far. Are you counting the people that have been in the tournament this year already? Because we only know the Raw sides, but we don't know the SmackDown ones.
No, we know.
Yeah, they announced
the
on Raw. Yeah, they announced on Raw who was in the SmackDown side of it.
Totally missed that. Yeah, checked out on that.
Monday was a night for you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They didn't announce all the women though, because they're sexist as a company. But that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, and this King of the Ring tournament, obviously not Queen of the Ring tournament. It would be a different story if it was the other case around.
Although there is one woman in this. Yeah.
I would assume China.
Yes.
Yeah. Which China makes sense. Before we get started, though, of course, we'll give you a breakdown of like how this all works out and everything like that. But quick plugs. Rob mentioned, hey, it's Monday was a day. A lot of days are a day, and if you want to make sure that those days are not days and that good things are good, hit up this marketplace over on all the different avenues you can see on your screen right now. We always mention these things, but they ring true more now rather than ever. Join the Darkcast here. Aaron, most recent person. Thank you for Aaron joining that. If it's the YouTube channel membership that you'd rather do instead of the Patreon, personally, that's the one that I think is better because you get to see the videos for things like this. Then join that for the Darkcast tier, the Pick a Poison tier to sponsor things directly, whatever you would prefer. That helps us keep the lights on. The thanks button, it's a great way to toss a little spare change our way. Same thing as like the super chats. Pick up some merchandise on Redbubble or TeePublic if you want to buy like a shirt or a mug or there's all sorts of different products, all sorts of different designs, and that goes to not just Smark Out Moment but also the Fanboys Anonymous shop and the A Mango Tees shop. Somebody earlier today, I got a whopping $1.50 or whatever it is from the t-shirt of the A Mango Tees design of everything sucks. That's all it says on the shirt, but somebody bought that, so I hope they're having a good day. Lots of people buy those stickers of One Way Ticket to Pound Town. I don't know what they're slapping those stickers on, but keep buying them. I get 75 cents every once in a while for those. But you want to help us keep the lights on. That is the best way to do that, is to help on the monetary side of things. Of course, there are non-monetary means for you to help us that I would love to see more support from, to be perfectly honest. Don't want to guilt trip everybody, but when I see, 20 people leave a comment on something and I see we've got 2 likes on something, hit the like button. It helps us out way more than you think. The subscribe button, if you haven't already and you're a lurker on here, please subscribe to the channel. And hit the share button, pass us around on Reddit, pass us on like a message board on Facebook, Twitter, whatever it might be that you are a part of. Also keep in mind Discord. There's no monetary incentive when it comes to that, but just, check that out and, keep the discussion going and everything like that. So what is a mock draft? Well, if you've not checked out all the other episodes that we've done before, the very, very quick rundown here is that we are going to, actually, I shouldn't bother to have the mock draft thing on the screen right now. You should be able to see us instead. That would be much better. We are going to be picking, at least in this one, this is a randomizer, 32 people that we are going to then take and make a fantasy card out of. There are 201 names that we have down on here, so that balances out to not picking absolutely everybody that's on here, which, we don't want to have a King of the Ring tournament that's, 50 people or so anyway. 32 is kind of the maximum that we can get in there. Usually they do like 16. Sometimes they've done 8 in the past, which is really lame. But the setup of what we're going to do here also has another little twist to it. Calvin, do you want to explain the mulligan rule?
Yeah, so essentially there are certain people in this draft that are undesirable for a number of reasons. Certain people are jobbers that were just thrown into the King of the Ring tournament in the 80s and early 90s to fill in spots when certain wrestlers were unavailable for whatever reason when they ran the tournament. So there was just some local person that was thrown into it, or the resident WWE jobber at the time. Other people have, killed people and done other bad things that we may not want to incorporate into our teams. Just to name a few, we've got Chris Omar in this, and Jimmy Snooker in this, and the most recent addition to the Wrestler Murderer Club of Billy Jack Haynes. So we may not necessarily want to put those people onto our teams, and so we're going to introduce a mulligan rule, which is you've got 5 times throughout the course of the draft. You can basically say, yeah, I'm not going to take this person and then move on, but you only get the 5. So obviously every time you do it, there's a risk associated with it because you have less and less, and then maybe eventually you get down to the last few picks, you've used up all of your chances, and then you're left with B. Brian Blair, and you have to use B. Brian Blair. So yeah, that's just the little addition, just to make sure that we can at least have the better chance of getting some of the better people in this, because we're only going to be drafting, let's say, 32 each, 96 people. It's less than half the people are going to be drafted, so we want to try and get most of the good ones, or at least most of the interesting ones.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to hope that you get people like The Rock and, Steve Austin, and, even if they're not necessarily the absolute biggest names that have been out there, like a Kurt Angle or a Shawn Michaels or something, you're still going to hope that you get a decent enough name rather than, let's just look at somebody that's on this list, like the Bushwhackers or Mantar or something. So 5 mulligans are all you get. The wheel will spin. You'll see it on your screen. It'll pop up with what the pick is and stuff. I'll be switching them over to this part of the screen where we can, actually see the rundown. I'll probably put like the mulligan picks down here just to kind of, maybe put a different color or something to differentiate those. But we also have to figure out who is going first and second and third. So we could try a different list randomizer this time around. Let's see what we got. It is Cal and Tony Robb. So, okay, I don't have to change it. It's easy. Cool. Good job, Giga Calculator. Way to make that easier for me. So
not that it doesn't really matter as much for a randomizer, though. There's no advantage really to going first.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to like steal picks away from people in the sense of like, you picked one half of a tag team and then you screwed me over or something like that. So it's more so just a matter of, we get to see who gets put where and who gets that final pick and all. So that's what we're going to do. And as we always do, we want to know what you have to say about this kind of stuff. So drop your thoughts in the comments below. Leave your thoughts about our picks. My ideal way of you guys leaving your comments, when you're watching the video and you see something, then just go like, man, didn't see that one coming or whatever like that. The more comments, the better as far as I'm concerned. So, chat it up and let us know who you think at the end of this ended up with the best roster to work with. Of course, we'll do a follow-up video, whether it's a dark cast or it's something else. We'll have to figure that out down the line, where we'll do our fantasy cards. So it's not just with this mock draft and then that's the end of it. We have the fantasy thing coming up another time. So without further ado, Callum gets the first pick here. Now I'm controlling the wheel on the clicks and stuff. They're able to see it on their screen just like you guys are able to see it on yours. I'll be able to hear the little kind of thing because it actually does not pop up well on my OBS setup, but that's perfectly fine. Just assume that it's making that noise because, it is. So who does Callum get first?
All right, spin it.
Too Cold Scorpio.
I'll keep Too Cold Scorpio. There's not a big issue with Too Cold Scorpio.
Now, was he in the 98 King of the Ring? Is that what how does he land on?
I wish I'd kept a record of it. I originally, when I was putting the list together, I had them separated by the different one they were in, but I haven't kept that information because then I randomized all the order of them to make sure that this list was randomized as much as possible, rather than being in a alphabetical order or something. I believe he was either, I think he was 97 or 98, one of those 2 years.
So you're getting Too Cold Scorpio, not Flash Funk.
Oh, that's how he was listed in the thing. He's listed as Too Cold Scorpio.
So if he's listed as Scorpio, then it was 98.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. All right, so my first pick is... No whammies. Rick Martel. I'll keep Rick Martel. I got a feeling I'm gonna get
worse.
Yeah. I'm gonna definitely come across some worse picks than Rick Martel. Rick Martel's not one of my absolute favorites of all time that I would be like, yeah, man, I can book 1,000 ideas for him, but I'm sure I could figure something out for the model. He's a solid talent.
I can just see here you were just one place away from getting Razor Ramon on that one.
Ah, man, that would have been great. That's right. Razor Ramon's right there. Chris Jericho's right there. R-Truth is right there too. Rob's first
Alrighty,
pick.
let's see what we get. Oh boy.
Just sit back and let the wheel do.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I'd like to thank myself.
Of course, Rob does well when he just has no control over the situation.
I thrive.
So, do you want a mulligan?
I don't. I mean, he is the king of the ring. No matter what you say, when you think king of the ring, you think Stone Cold. That's a hell of a pick.
Since we're not doing the usual types of picks, we don't need to do the snake style. So we go back to Callum for his pick, and he gets
hopefully better than 2 Card Scorpio this time, but
Tyson Kidd.
Yeah, I mean, I'll kick Tyson.
He's gonna get the wrestling tournament, of course, because he's Callum. Even the randomizer.
Yeah, 2 Card Scorpio and Tyson Kidd at the moment. That's like it's not exactly star power, but there could be a good match or two out of these.
I mean, you can get 16 good people and 16 okay people and have a good first round and then really spice things up.
Yeah.
Let's see what I get. It's going to be some dumbass thing, I bet. It is.
The Red Rooster.
Didn't I call it?
Terry Taylor.
Do I want to use a mulligan already?
It's a little early for a mulligan. Rooster
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's like said. Like, do you think that there are definitely a lot worse options than the Red Rooster in this? But he's not. He's definitely not at the top end, but he's definitely not the worst either.
Think about this, Tony. You're the cock of the walk.
I'm trying to think. Like, is there any king chicken puns I could make? I'm gonna mulligan him.
King Fried Chicken. Oh, you're gonna mulligan Red Rooster.
I'm gonna mulligan him.
Poor Terry.
Wow. He said, "Fuck the Red Rooster."
Let's see. We're size 14 for these. I want to make this even across the board. There we go. Red Rooster is my first mulligan pick.
Alright, so you get to go again. See if you get someone even worse this time.
Probably gonna be worse.
Giant Gonzalez.
Owen Hart. Fuck.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's a good one.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
That's upgrade. Yeah.
Owen Hart, one of my absolute favorites of all time.
Good example of
King of the Ring.
Two of the King of the Ring winners already gone.
Out of a list of 201. Yeah. Let's see if we can make this a third with Rob's pick.
All right. Steve Austin and who? On.
Brian Knobbs. You started out good.
I'm going to keep him. I'm going to hope for Jerry Sags, and I'll have a tag team match on the card.
Well, this is the tournament. This is 32. This is the 32-man tournament.
Are you going to keep
I'm going to mulligan Brian Knobbs.
Well, I think that's a risky one. I think. I don't think Brian Knobbs is by far not one of the worst ones in this. But we'll see.
All right, let's remove Brian Knobbs.
Without Jerry Sags, it's kind of.
Well, he's in it as well. You could have the match against them if you wanted to.
That would be what I would have done if I get Jerry Sags. Watch me get Jerry Sags.
But then do you want to hope that you get him? All right. Are you mulliganing him or?
Yeah, I'm mulliganing him. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So let's see if you get Blackjack Mulligan. You're getting Finn Balor. Okay.
All right.
That's a major upgrade.
Yeah.
Let's go.
You're going to Stone Cold Steve Austin, King of the Ring, to Demon King Finn Balor. 2 mulligans already down.
And I've definitely got the worst out of the 2 first ones, but we'll see.
Hey, no,
let's see if you get.
It's your style of booking, though. Like
you might get Les Thornton.
Yeah, that'll be a mulligan.
All right, your next pick is
Edge.
IRS.
Oh.
That could be fun. There could be some fun with IRS.
The no mulligan for the son-in-law of Blackjack Mulligan.
I would have kept IRS too. Yeah.
Yeah,
IRS is
I would
cool.
have also kept IRS.
Do some kind of thing
Okay.
about no taxation without representation.
I love that.
Let's see. Switching over to my next pick is Randy Orton.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
I'll
Okay.
mulligan that. No, I'm just kidding. Definitely not going to
The
mulligan.
good thing also is that Bob Orton is in this as well. So you might, if you can get him as well, you could do a father something at some point in there.
Hoping that I don't get him, but I'd rather get him than some of the other people on the list. So.
Look at it this way: you're the one who should get him now out of everything.
At this point, you need to get him.
All right, let's go Dan Spivey or something maybe for Rob. You're gonna get Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff.
I will absolutely keep Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. I like Paul Orndorff.
Yeah, speaking of
WrestleMania 1.
Yeah, WrestleMania 1, yeah, with Cowboy Bob. Yeah, Paul Orndorff instead.
Pretty much the next person you could have mentioned on that list, right?
Okay, give me a star this time, please.
You're gonna get Stardust.
Cody Rhodes is in this.
You're getting Perry Saturn.
There's one below Kurt Angle, great. But,
Callum's really
I'm keeping Perry Saturn. Perry Saturn's good. A good hand.
Callum's
I'm just getting the
getting a
people that
hell of
will
a
get. I'm just getting people that will get eliminated in the first round right now. That's fine.
Maybe.
I mean, depending on what else you get.
Hopefully, I'm hoping it's the people that will get eliminated in the first round.
So I just realized that I had removed the mulligans from this of Brian Knobs and Red Rooster.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so you guys are cool with that instead of being like...
because they've been picked. So like, essentially, you're removing them as well from the pool for the rest of us. So yeah, that's how it should be working.
All right, so next pick, I think it's mine. Yeah, is Pedro Morales. Not somebody who I would really book all that much, but I'm gonna keep Pedro. I only have 4 mulligans, and he's definitely somebody who I could justify doing something with, even if he just loses in the first round, rather than if I end up getting, I don't know, fucking, let's see, who's somebody dumb on this list that I can spot off top of here. You know, we'll see. So next pick for Rob.
All right, who we got? Let's go.
The spoiler.
I'm gonna keep that.
Really?
Gonna keep the spoiler.
Yeah, because I might get somebody who can walk right through the spoiler. So,
spoiler alert.
Yeah, and we could have fun with this. We don't know who the spoiler is in theory. You could spoil it for the people.
He's there to be a spoiler.
Callum's next pick is...
Please.
Kurt Angle.
There we go. Finally.
Okay.
You willed that.
This is now this is looking like a wrestler group.
Yeah, I mean, even in Randomizer Town, he gets Kurt Angle. What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Just need to get Gunther now, and then I've kind of fulfilled like 1A and 1B of my usual drafting strategy.
So definitely not mulliganing that. Let's see what I get.
I think I'll be safe.
Yeah, your favorite of all
I'm
time.
my mulligans. I'm doing quite well at the moment. Oh,
Ted DiBiase Jr. I'll keep Ted DiBiase Jr.
It was junior as well. There is senior in there as well. You could actually really get a very family affair thing, because there's Bob Orton in there and there's Ted DiBiase senior. So you could get, if you got both of those, that'd be quite a fun time.
Is Cody in here?
Yeah, Cody's in there.
Cody's in. So.
Dusty is not though. Dusty was never in the King of the Ring.
I've always liked that there's a variety of options with Ted DiBiase Jr. I could even just put him in the first round against Randy Orton if I wanted to.
Yeah, Goldust is in here though as well. So there is double roads in here.
Here you go.
Rob's next pick is...
Let's go. Come on, need a big one.
Dragon.
Yeah, Dragon.
That's one seat for me.
Yeah. Dragunov's great.
Ilya Dragunov advanced in the King of the Ring tournament on Monday.
I absolutely would have put him against Kurt Angle at some point if I had the option.
I imagine you would have.
Yeah.
Right now, if my list stays the way it is, spoiler, he's going up against Balor at some point.
That makes sense.
It's a good one.
I'm not planning any of my stuff quite yet, but
You don't have
let's
king
see.
model?
Let's see what Callum's next
Alright,
pick
next one.
is. Papa Shango. Definitely less on the.
I'm mulliganing Papa Shango.
Are you really? I would have kept him. See?
No, it's a dumb thing. I've already got IRS as a comedy character. I can't do with Papa Shango as well. As much as Wade Barrett would hate me for it, I can't put Papa
He's
Shango
the
in this thing.
voodoo king.
No, I refuse. I've got some good people to start with. I've saved my first mulligan till now, and you guys mulliganed and got really good people, so I'm gonna hope for the best as well.
I'd have kept.
I hope you get the. I hope you get the Godfather. Honestly,
I would take the Godfather over Shango.
I mean, I'm kind of hoping that you get an even worse gimmicky one, like
I probably will.
Kamala or something.
the
right,
pimps
so-
are okay, but voodoo's crossing.
I would
the
rather
line.
take Kamala over Papa Shango because I think it's just a more.
You got Ultimate Warrior.
Woo!
See, a large part of me wants to
Yeah.
to do that, but I have to keep the Ultimate Warrior. I think.
Ultimate Warrior, the origin of the phrase "yada yada" problematic on this podcast.
Was he the first one that we did with that?
Yeah. 'cause
No,
I
the
didn't-
first one I think. Oh, was it the first one that we did Random Tournament for? I'm pretty sure it was Ric Flair or something like that.
It was Warrior because it was me, and I just was like, I'm not explaining why I'm picking him. Yada yada problem.
Yeah.
Warrior.
Oh yeah, I don't think we were referring to it yada yada problematic at that point. I think that was the first time we actually coined the phrase. But yeah, I mean he's a piece of shit, but I guess he's better than other people in this draft.
So Kurt Angle followed up with Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah.
Next pick for me.
As far as my knowledge, Warrior has not killed anyone, but he did rape Santa Claus in a comic. So you know.
This is true.
Adam Bomb.
That's a very Tony pick.
He's gonna go nuclear on this King of the Ring tournament.
I'm gonna keep Adam Bomb.
Yeah, I thought you would.
Yeah,
he's not somebody that I, if we were picking this, the 32 picks on our own, wouldn't be probably in my top 32. But yeah,
Pop quiz.
I'll
Do you
keep
know
him.
why he's in the tournament?
It was somebody had gotten injured, right?
Nope. He's the person who put over Mabel to get in the tournament.
Let's see if you get Mabel on this. Rob's next pick
That'd be another king.
is
Yeah.
Johnny Valiant.
Really?
Yep.
Fuck.
Just literally an inch above Gunter there as well. That would have been interesting.
Yeah.
I'm not
Just
mulliganing
between-
him. I feel like I wasted one already.
Johnny Valiant. Would have been a mulligan for
Johnny
me.
Yeah. He's only called. He's termed actually technically Johnny V in the King of the Ring, but I've decided to give him the name that he's most familiar with.
Now Callum gets one man gang.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure, I can take one man going. It's better than
One
a
man
king.
king.
Oh, that's fine. He can be a big guy that someone takes down.
Makes sense. I'd have kept one man gang for sure. My next pick is a trash pick. It's Duke the Dumpster Drosy.
You think about this one?
Are
This
you
is
gonna
definitely on the low end. This one.
Are you gonna put him in the trash?
Do I just be a new generation kid and keep him? Or do I risk a
You dump him.
mulligan?
Or do you put him in the tray?
How do we feel about retroactive mulligans?
What do you mean? Like when you say that?
Like we get done our 32 and then it's your mulligan replacement pick.
And then it's like I'm a mulligan Duke Drosy.
I don't know if that's how. I don't think that's in the rule of mulligan. Unfortunately, I'll have to check the rule book, but I don't think that really applies to mulligans.
All right, Tony, take your pick. Are you gonna make the Duke a king?
That's a good pun. I'm gonna keep him.
King of the
There we
trash.
go.
I
King of
don't.
the trash.
I don't
King of the
trust that I'm
trash.
gonna not get somebody even worse and be
All
disappointed.
right,
in
can
it.
I get a winner here? A fucking Johnny V in the last one. These two guys don't even know who Johnny V is.
You got Steve Austin with your first pick. Shut up.
that's also fair.
Jerry the King Lawler.
Let's go.
There's a king. Yeah.
Yeah. Takes
Yeah.
a king.
You're not a king of the ring, but
It
a
takes
king.
a king. And honestly,
Damn. If I
I'm
would have
definitely gonna use him.
Duke Drosy, if I would have done that, I would have gotten Jerry Lawler afterward. Fuck. Callum's next pick is
Hey, let's go. Someone good.
Jack Swagger.
You know,
I've got Kurt Angle. I could have a match between him and Kurt Angle.
fits his theme. Well, kind of fits his theme. Ultimate Warrior and One Man Gang are ruining it a little bit, but
You're actually like outside of Warrior for the most part, and well, I guess One Man Gang. You're getting
he's
a
getting
lot of
wrestling
picks that you
tournament.
would have normally probably been picking if we picked like if we did the 201 names and it was like, okay, let's narrow it down. We have to pick everybody. Like, I think you would have probably picked up Perry Saturn at one point. You probably would have picked up Tyson Kidd. Like,
Oh yeah. There's a lot of these people I would like, but they would be kind of like quite far down.
I would
Yeah.
at some point I would have wanted Tyson Kidd. Like you got a good
Mhm.
list.
next pick for me is somebody. Give me Mr. Perfect or Daniel Bryan. Hell yes.
Wow.
See, I would have picked him before a lot of the people that I've drawn.
Yeah,
I've
that
got
would've-
my team so far. I think Tony's doing the best so far.
I got a pretty damn good list.
Yeah, he's got a nice balance. I got fucking Johnny Valiant.
I'm glad I mulliganed Red Rooster. All right, Rob's next pick is
Edge.
Edge. His
Okay.
favorite.
Another King of the Ring winner.
Let's go. I've got some decent picks here.
King Edge. All of his awesomeness. Next one
All
for Callum is
Let's see what we're gonna do here.
Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
King Brutai.
This is not going well.
I'm hovering over here because I feel there's a mulligan about to.
Yeah, I feel I've got a mulligan, Bruce, probably. Okay.
Where did we stand on retroactive mulligans?
It's too late now. I've decided. Oh, this is going badly.
Callum
This is going wrong.
holding off on his mulligans, and now is the first one to reach his second mulligan.
Yeah.
All right, so your replacement pick. Let's see if you get B. Brian Blair. You're getting Dean Malenko. You lucked
There we
out
go.
on
That's
that one.
that's a bit more. That's a bit more like it. That's one I definitely would have picked.
Yeah, Dean Malenko
Yeah.
fits with, you can have him
Malenko
against.
Tyson Kidd in the opening round. Pretty
That'd be
sexy.
All right, following up Dean Malenko with my next pick of Kane. Hell yes, I'll
Woo.
take that.
He's got a shot.
The big red
Just
King.
right off Daniel Bryan, you got Kane.
Yeah.
That's pretty great.
I'm glad that
All right.
I just barely missed out on
Come on, give me Bret. Give me Bret Hart. Let's go. All the way. Bret Hart. Come on.
you're getting Gunther.
Gunther.
Let's go.
Oh dear.
Who
Will?
I
more
don't
than
know what I've
likely
done. I
will
don't know what I've
win.
done to deserve this, really. But, like, I put all this work together. I get these 201 names, and I'm left with this shit.
Let's see if you get Danny
Gunther and
Davis.
Dragunov.
Yeah, give me Danny Davis. Yeah, that's fine.
Callum's
That's
next pick
referee Danny Davis,
is
for anyone wondering. For the
Bubba
right?
Ray Dudley.
Well, yeah, I'll keep Bubba Ray Dudley. It's definitely not one that I would be seeking after, but
His name is B.
All right.
King Dudley.
Next pick for me,
Come on.
Iron Mike Sharp.
The legendary.
Yeah, we're gonna use that second mulligan.
Yeah, I thought that was good. Yeah,
I will say Iron Mike Sharp is one of the fucking coolest names. It's a shame
Yeah,
that
no,
he
it's
is
amazing
not
that he was a
like,
jobber. Like he was like a sub jobber essentially with like the coolest name ever.
yeah, like you replace so many other people that have just generic ass names, like a Dolph Ziggler, and it's like, oh, you're Iron Mike Sharp, and it's like, all right, well, here's more world championships.
Yeah. He's like the Max Power of wrestling names.
Yeah. Trent Steele. All right, so who do I get instead of Iron Mike Sharp?
Come on.
Let's get something really good here. Don't give me Skip. Don't give me Skip. I got Skip.
Yeah.
I'm
Wish
gonna
you could skip that.
I'm gonna skip Skip.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mulligan.
Oh my
Skip.
god, he's got. Oh my god, you're really.
I'm double
risky
mulliganing.
We're not even a third of the way through yet, Tony, and you're gonna risk 3 of your mulligans already.
The universe is telling me to.
Get Zip.
Luke, Bushwhacker Luke.
Luke. Oh,
Dude, you had Chris Candido and you gave that up.
Yeah, what are you doing? Are you gonna do it? Are you gonna go 4?
There are worse people still in this thing that you'll want to get rid of.
Was Luke the one that got eliminated in the Royal Rumble super fast?
I don't remember. It was just a bushwhacker going over the top.
I think it was Luke. I'm gonna keep Bushwhacker Luke.
Are you?
I don't. I'm too nervous to do another one. Is it Bushwhacker with an H? I always forget that.
Yeah, it's with an H. I think it is ananyway. It doesn't matter.
You fucking better not get like Bret Hart or something in this next pick.
He's gonna get Bret Hart. Yeah.
Come
Shawn
on.
Michaels, some kind of
Bret, Shawn, Undertaker. Bret, Shawn, Undertaker. And we get
Roddy Piper.
Roddy Piper.
Damn.
Let's go.
All
right.
I should have mulliganed again.
I think you shouldn't have risked it because there'll be someone that comes along a lot later that's going to make you regret having made as many mulligans as he had.
Damn. All right.
All right. Okay. Let's see. I don't need another mulligan. Here we go.
Bobby Lashley.
Bobby Lashley. Yeah. I'll take all of it. Yeah, take all that. Yeah.
That threesome right there. You had Bret, Lashley, or Punk. You're gonna come out a winner, regardless of what you did there.
Yeah, I got the lesser of all those three though, which is kind of in line with how my draft is going though. But yeah, that's cool though. Bobby Lashley's cool.
I would love to have gotten Bobby Lashley last time around. I'm getting Vader. I will very much take Vader.
That's a good one.
I would have loved that pick.
Got some big meaty men you can slap meat with.
Vader and Kane. I can do Vader and Daniel Bryan for like a big man versus small man kind of thing.
Come on.
Rob's next pick is the Barbarian.
I'm keeping that. You can be worse.
I think you can take it, yeah.
You can be worse, children.
Alrighty, next one for Callum.
Alright, let's see what we're going to get. Oh no, Pete Doherty.
Pete Doherty.
Oh my god!
Yeah, let's get rid of the third one then.
Let's mulligan that.
This is too early to lose 3 people that I can't. This is not good.
All right, replacement for Pete.
I've got over half the draft to go.
Is that you all leveled up? You got Kofi Kingston.
Yeah, that's good.
Don't make him the king.
King Kofi Kingston. Kofi King.
So important that his King of the Ring match this year is taking place on a house show.
Well, he can't be king. I mean,
is it taking place on a house show? They're not doing it on Raw.
Yeah. Kingston and Mysterio and the other women's one
and Shayna versus whoever.
Yeah, it's going on the house show.
They should have at least done that for like main event or something.
It makes the house show important at least.
True.
All right.
Credit them that.
Yeah, give me somebody great.
I think it's my pick. Yeah. So
I don't care what happens to you. I hope you get trashed.
D'Lo Brown. I'll take D'Lo. I
down with D'Lo Brown.
Was never as high on D'Lo Brown as a lot of other people were, but he's a solid hand.
He was sky high at some point.
Yeah,
that's correct. Come on.
And other times he was low down.
You got Terry Funk.
Terry Funk. You know what? This is my best so far, I think.
Yeah, and you were in no control over it. So that's how it works.
I should have mulliganed Valiant. Fuck.
Yeah. I mean, you've got them saved up now. You can be a bit picky about these ones now.
How do we feel about retroactive mulligans? How do I replace that Bushwhacker Luke? All right, so back to Callum again.
Okay, let's see.
Yada yada problematic. Chris Benoit.
See, I'm one of 2 people that would take him, so
Yeah.
Not gonna mulligan.
He kill people.
I'm gonna stop you there.
yes, he killed people.
Right now, it's a declarative statement.
It's a Pete Doherty, yeah.
Right now, if you end it there, it's just reporting a fact.
Yeah, it's amazing that I would take him, but I would have mulliganed Alberto Del Rio in that instance. I'm gonna take.
We always take Benoit over Del Rio, which says a lot about Del Rio.
If I get Del Rio, I'm just gonna have him take one bump and shit himself. All
He's down
right.
with the brown.
Next one for me is Cesaro. Hell of a pick.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Usually ends up on either of your teams. Usually grab them before I can. Next
You're
one
making the king the swing.
Yeah. The Swiss King. Next one for Rob is the Wild Man, Mark Merrow.
I will keep him. I think I'm one of two people who would keep him.
The other one being Cal. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
It very much would be me.
I mean, at this stage, I'd have to keep Mark Merrow, but you know, that's it. He wouldn't be my first choice.
Well, your next choice
Right, let's
is Devon Dudley.
You got the
Okay,
Dudleys.
okay, now we've got something interesting here.
Very
Oh.
much going to go up against IRS in the first round, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say so. Oh, this is going to be prime TNA television champion Devon Dudley going on here.
Wrestling every week.
Maybe you'll get Deacon Batista as well. All right, next pick for me.
Batista was never in King of the Ring.
Oh, he wasn't.
No.
I'm getting Sika.
So,
Could do worse.
How
Could
many
do
mulligans
worse.
did I do already?
Could do worse.
you've done 3 already, and you haven't reached the halfway point yet. So
Yeah, I'll keep
Good
at your
Sika.
own risk. Yeah. You might get some others.
First round
one of the more
elimination.
prominent Samoans.
Next one for
Wrestle
Rob is Alex Riley.
I'm gonna keep it. You know, he should have been something. He pinned the Miz after the Miz won the main event at WrestleMania. Alex Riley could have been something.
I would have rather had Alex Riley over Sika, to be honest. Callum gets
That's not
Okay.
very.
doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-doo, Buddy Murphy.
Yeah, that's sure. Sure.
I
Take
really
Buddy
thought that
Murphy.
said Buddy Holly for a second. I was just like, eh.
Buddy Holly, like is in the
Classic King of the Ring,
Hulk
Buddy Holly.
Holly's in it. Yeah.
Next one for me. Don't give me Giant Gonzalez. Tatanka.
Tonka, it looks like.
I'll keep Tatanka. Make him,
The Chief.
yeah, High Chief King of. Is he what tribe is he a part of?
He's a Lumbee in India.
Okay. All right. Next pick for Rob.
You've got plenty of mulligans in your hand as well, so you can, if you want to.
Bushwhacker.
Get the
Bushwhacker
fuck
Bush.
out of here, Mulligan.
All right. Bush.
That's the dream of both Bushwhackers being in Tony's one. Gone. So
Bushwhacker Butch is a mulligan number 2 for Rob. Your replacement is
Eddie
the
Guerrero?
Hurricane.
I'll take him, but Eddie Guerrero was right there.
Just barely missed.
Oh
Stand
my
back.
god.
There's a Hurricane. Rob still has the least amount of mulligans taken away.
Yeah.
Imagine
okay, let's
that.
go.
Next one for Callum is you're gonna get a good one here. CM
CM
Punk.
Punk.
CM Punk.
That's great.
Yes. Take
Are
that
you
Yeah,
gonna
one.
give him
yeah,
that
yeah,
match
Bret
with Benoit?
All right, it's starting to step up a little bit. That kind of middle row is looking pretty good right now.
You're giving him
Yeah.
that match with Benoit, right?
You
I'm
got
trying not
Benoit.
to think about I'm trying not to think about Benoit at the moment.
You got Kurt Angle. You've got
Yeah.
I mean, you could build to Kurt Angle. Probably do the Benoit one first.
Mm.
Next one for my team is Andrade. I'm very glad to have gotten Andrade instead of beat Brian Blair right there. He was just about to switch over to there. I will keep Andrade. Rob, your next pick is
Let's go. Let's go.
Booker T.
King
I will-
Booker.
King Booker. I got a lot of tournament winners here.
Yeah, you got a fair number.
Very, very
Well.
solid pick. Next one for Callum.
All right, let's see.
Oh, no.
Oh yes.
Bret Hart.
There we go.
All right,
I never get Bret Hart in these
so
things.
the
'cause you
finals
guys
of
always
his-
take him.
let me just be clear here. The finals of his tournament is Kurt Angle versus Bret Hart. How we
It
get
could very
there,
well
I don't,
be.
I don't
There
know.
could be some other people. There could be some other good people coming still.
Man, I was really
I've
hoping I
now-
could get Bret.
My things decided to switch on now and started to play in my favour, so I'm working. I'm working at this now.
Man, if I would have had Brett, I would have had Brett Randy, Brett Owen, Brett Bryan,
I would have had Brett Austin, Brett Edge, Brett
Brett
Gunther,
Balor.
Brett Piper, great match. Brett Balor.
And then again, Brett versus Bubba in my one.
Next pick for me. Give me something like Bret Hart level.
Bob Backlund?
Bob
Equal Bret Hart.
Backlund?
Yeah.
That is Bret Hart level.
Not Bret Hart level on my end, but I'll take Bob Backlund.
In many ways, he's above Bret Hart because he held the WWE Championship a lot longer than Bret did. So.
I beat him for it.
Yeah, exactly.
I almost got Bob Orton on that one. So let's see what Rob gets.
Come on.
Damn, you're going to get another good pick here. Chris Jericho.
Yeah! Look at that.
I think you're starting to run away with this.
Yeah, he stepped up a little bit. Yeah, he's been consistently good, apart from Johnny Valiant. But you know,
yeah, I could have.
And the spoiler, yeah, Johnny Valiant and the spoiler aside, you're doing pretty well.
The spoiler is okay because again, he's gonna just be fed to somebody.
Hopefully, right back.
Okay.
Next one for Callum.
Oh,
Well, it's the Big Show. Yeah, sure. I'm thinking him maybe against a one-man gang at some point. That could be quite fun. Just two big guys going slamming into each other.
Really, Bobby Lashley should just slam him and that should be it.
You could get a big king. And the next King of the Ring potential that I have is the Warlord. I want to do it already.
Say it like you mean it. Say it like you mean it.
Are you going to go number 4 there? There's still a lot to go.
The Warlord's not that bad, Tony.
I'll keep him.
Yeah, there we go.
Because you're right. I have a lot of picks left. All right. Next one for Rob.
Come on.
Typhoon?
37?
Typhoon.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Just next to Ahmed Johnson and Randy Savage in between.
Mulligan.
Oh,
whoa! Typhoon?
I can't make him the Shockmaster. He's useless.
That's Uncle Fred.
You could have had Typhoon against Hurricane.
You know that is funny. No, that's okay. I'm keeping with my theme of mulliganing 90s tag team guys.
I definitely would not have mulliganed Typhoon.
Really?
I mean, if he's on this list, you might have had Typhoon against Hurricane, and then the winner could maybe fight Lance Storm.
Unfortunately, Lance Storm's not in this.
No, he's not? Oh.
No. They didn't really do a lot of King of the Rings when Lance Storm was employed.
Your mulligan pick is King Kong Bundy.
It's in the name. You got a king.
Yeah, you keep getting these kings. Bundy.
Yeah, that's fine.
I would have much rather had King Kong Bundy than Warlord.
All right, next up.
Callum is Rhino.
Get some Rhino.
Yeah, it's a fucking Rhino.
Yeah, I like Rhino. I'm probably if we were doing this like the proper draft, I probably would have been the first person to go for Rhino.
Definitely one of you two would have picked Rhino over me, but Rhino's a solid pick for sure.
I love Rhino. I would have absolutely taken Rhino.
All right, my next pick is give me. Oh, I thought it was going to get Triple H there. Jake the Super Roberts.
That's great.
That's a good one though.
That's a
Randy Orton.
Pick.
Yeah, that is good.
Snake against the Snake.
I think it's now like looking because you can see what sort of matches you want to pair off, but it's like when you want to pair them off against each other now when you start thinking about the tournament.
Triple
H, trying to structure
Shawn Michaels.
Now we can start to see some of the names a little bit better too.
Yeah.
On the wheel.
Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, Eddie Guerrero. Come on. We got some names
I was
here.
just shy of Triple H though. Glad I didn't get Boris Zukov though. That would have been another mulligan. Next one for Rob.
Come on. Dean Ambrose?
Jeff Hardy.
I can't go wrong.
Are you getting all these good picks? What the hell?
Yeah.
Rob does so much better when he's on a randomizer.
He does so much better when he's doesn't have to actually make any picks himself.
When I have no control.
Maybe you should randomize your fantasy league team. Which, by the way, everybody, check out the fantasy league. There you go.
It'll be so funny if we did like a more traditional draft moving forward and Rob just randomizes.
Maybe we have to do that in the future and see what happens.
Yeah.
All right. Callum's next pick is.
Yeah.
Going to be the Lethal Weapon, Steve Blackman.
Yeah, I mean that's cool. Yeah, Steve Blackman's cool.
Steve Blackman rules.
Actually, Steve Blackman is the opposite of cool, but he's fine as being a pick in this draft.
He's solid.
I like Steve Blackman. I think that's fine.
My next pick is
China.
Luke Harper.
Oh, Luke Harper.
Just barely go over to Luke Harper.
The king of the swamp.
I will definitely be keeping Luke Harper.
I believe that's the only member of the Wyatt family to have been in King of the Ring.
Really? And the next one for Rob is Elias.
Oh, he's going to walk with Elias.
All right, I'll walk with Elias.
Everybody knows that WWE
You can become the king of rock and roll. Yeah.
If Jarrett's in this tournament, I'm fine. Like I can.
Jarrett is in this tournament, yeah.
Next one for Callum is Bull Buchanan.
Oh, do I do this now? Do I? I actually quite like Bull Buchanan. I think he's a really good wrestler.
Think about it this way. How many good picks are still left that you could get in this versus you have 2 mulligans left? I'd be mulliganing if I were you, probably.
I don't know. Could end up with.
I'm going to keep Bull Buchanan. I think there'll be worse people that I fall on.
All right, Tony.
Next one for me.
Who's Tony got?
Let's see if I have to.
Yeah.
Let's see if I have to put that to a test and go. No, Mustafa Ali. I'll keep Mustafa Ali.
Yeah, I probably would have preferred Mustafa Ali to Bull Buchanan, but still, like, I think I'm thinking about future me getting up with like Special Delivery Jones or something.
He's the king of special deliveries, Cal.
See what goes over to Rob. It is Boris Zukov.
That says Yokozuna. I don't hear this. Aye, Mulligan.
Mulligan and Boris. Oh, now Rob's got the most. It's how the tide have turned. Rob's now to have the most mulligans.
Yeah, it's fucking Boris Zukov.
And his mulligan pick is Farouk.
Farouk. Absolutely. Damn. That is Farouk, a man.
Assad. One of my more favorite names in wrestling. I always liked saying that. Almost got George Animal Steel.
Or Jinder Mahal.
Yeah, or gender. Could have been hindered. Maharaja. And Draws goes over to Rob. Sorry, to Callum's team.
Draws.
You going Mulligan or we keeping?
I'll go Mulligan Draws, I think.
He's not gonna.
He's gonna puke.
In this tournament.
Callum puked all over that pick. Huh?
All right, so Mulligan pick instead of him. Yeah, you got Christian.
Yeah. It's either Christian or Yokozuna. That would have been fine either way, but yeah, I'll take Christian.
Give me somebody like a Triple H, Yokozuna, somebody really good here. Don't give me like a Steve Lombardi or whatever. I'm gonna go. Give me Undertaker. Rikishi.
Oh, you got Rikishi.
I'll take Rikishi. I can put him up against Sika.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just wait till you get another Samoan to throw up against it.
Man, almost got Undertaker. That would have been great.
Give me Undertaker.
No.
Give me Undertaker. Here, come on.
You get Hawk.
I like Hawk.
Gonna keep Road Warrior Hawk?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep Hawk.
Yeah, you don't want to waste another mulligan on that. You've only got one mulligan left.
That's true. He only has one left.
Dude, I only have one left as well. So
is Animal also on this list?
I can't actually remember if Animal's on this list.
At a quick glance, I'm not seeing him, but he might.
He might have been someone that was supposed to be in it, but then was taken out for some reason. I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't see him on the list, but he might be somewhere in this spot that's upside down.
Yeah, it's the issue of not
having it in alphabetical order.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right, so next one for Callum is Mr. Perfect.
Oh, hello.
What? Are you kidding? Hello. Are you kidding? This is ridiculous.
I just did a quick scroll down my list. Animal's not in it at all, so Hawk is the only member of the Legendary.
Callum is cheating.
I've done pretty well for the last few.
You got Perfect and Benoit.
Perfect, Brett, Benoit, Angle. Like, you wouldn't have picked these people anyway. Like,
yeah, outside of a couple first round eliminations, you've got like multiple King
Yeah,
of the Ring winner.
I might now be struggling to figure out who's going to go in the first round.
Yeah, that'd be difficult.
All right,
All
Tony,
right.
still with 2 mulligans, so you've got some breathing room now in that regard.
Ted
You've
DiBiase
got Ted
Senior.
DiBiase Senior. Oh my God, he's got it. To pair up with Junior.
See,
Ted
I would have
DiBiase
liked him
Senior.
because I would have just had him go over Johnny Valiant and the spoiler by buying his way into the semifinals at least.
I probably would have put him against RS if I had the chance.
Yeah, most likely. I don't know if I'm gonna put him against Teddy Jr. or do some other kind of variation of that, but I'll definitely keeping Ted DiBiase Senior. He's fucking awesome. Next one for Rob is Kamala.
Kamala. All right, I'll keep Kamala. I'm starting to suck now. What the fuck?
Remember, you do have one more mulligan left, but each I have 2.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have wasted that on Kamala. Yeah.
I'm gonna save that for when I get Del Rio.
Next one for Callum.
King Harley Race.
King Harley Race.
What is this?
Yeah, definitely. I've definitely, I think out of all of us performed the best in the last few ones, really.
What is this? He's cheating.
I've got like 4 or 5. Actually, I think I've got the worst one going on now.
You've been the most consistently mid.
I think Tony started really well.
Yeah.
And then it's just dropped off a little bit. But it's a marathon, not a sprint, so.
We'll see if I get a good one here to add to the team. No whammies. Give me Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens.
I will certainly take Kevin Owens, one of my more favorites.
Kevin Owens and Owen Hart.
Kevin Owens hurt.
That very well could be happening.
You know that he'd want to have that match.
Oh, definitely. Even if it's like a semifinals.
Yeah.
Next one for Rob.
Come on. Cedric Alexander?
Cedric.
All right. That's a good pick.
I always want to refer to him as Cedric the Alexander.
No, that's Ashanti the Adonis, his tag team partner.
And Cedric the Entertainer.
Yeah.
Next one for Callum.
Nobody that bad.
Doink?
Oh,
King Xavier Woods?
Yes, another king. The most recent king.
I wanted you to get the court jester.
I've got him and Kofi.
That's
I
true.
know what I'm doing. Big E has never been king of the ring, by the way, so that won't be.
No Big E on there. I got
Pierre Roulet. Is that going to be your next mulligan?
He's a monster.
Yeah, I'm going to mulligan him.
He's a pirate. He's king of the pirates. Tony, he's king of the pirates.
Yeah,
especially
mulligan him for sure. And we're going to replace him with William Regal.
Another King of the Ring winner.
Certainly love to have him on there.
It's pretty crazy how many King of the Ring winners we've pulled out of this, considering there's only 201. There's 201 people, and there's only
96 picks. Well, yeah.
We're only making 96 picks, and there's only about 16 King of the Ring winners.
Mm-hmm. Very surprised about how many is on there. All right, I'm not mulliganing William Regal, so we go
King
to
Haku.
Rob.
King Haku.
Danny Davis. Is that going to be your final mulligan? There's still quite a few picks to go because you're leaving yourself completely vulnerable at this point.
No, I'm going to keep Danny Davis.
You're going to keep Danny Davis.
I'm pretty sure he's the one underneath the spoiler mask as well for this, by the way.
He isn't. I checked because I wouldn't have kept Danny Davis if he
was
did
you?
As well. Yeah.
Who was under the mask?
I need to double check that. Really, I think it was in one of the first King of the Ring tournaments. Give me a little while. Well, you can pick while I'm checking.
Well, this pick is your pick, and it is Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Yeah, that's
a former King of the Ring, back when the King was defended like a championship. Fun fact: Randy Savage beat him.
So the spoiler was a guy called Donald Delbert Jardine.
Don Jardine. Oh, really? He was still wrestling by 88?
Yeah. He was. How old was he at this point? He would have been 45 when he was wrestling that match.
Wow. So Don Jardine, when people talk about the Undertaker walking the ropes, he gets it from that guy. That's very interesting. Yes, I'm a colossal nerd. Go ahead.
All right, my next pick is gonna be
Ambrose?
Reigns. Mysterio.
That's King Mysterio.
King. That's a King Mysterio to you, buddy.
King of the Mystery. I will take Rey Mysterio very, 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 very happily. Hell of a performer.
Yeah, that's a great pick.
Oh,
Next.
Sid is on this list. Give me Psycho Sid. I'll take him.
Oh, you're gonna get Raven.
I love Raven. Ain't no problem taking Raven.
That's so Raven.
I just found the guy who's beaten Johnny Valiant. I'll tell you that right now.
Johnny Polo.
Johnny Polo, fun shit, dude.
All right, Callum's next pick.
Hey.
Samoa Joe.
Joe? Are you
Joe.
kidding?
Damn, you're getting
All
all
right,
of a fucking...
Callum manages to win again. Like,
You have
has
no
gone
bad
very
people
well.
on your list except for Bull Buchanan, I would say.
look at this
Yeah.
list.
That's a crazy
It
list.
is pretty nuts now looking at it. It was like because I was like getting quite a lot of mid people at the start.
I
I was a
would
bit
like
down
to
on
see
it.
Joe versus Warrior even. Like, there's no bad matches for Joe here.
You know, you got Joe Hart. You know, you got Joe Perfect. You
Joe
got-
Benoit.
We know Joe Angle's good, so
We got Joe and Big Show. That's probably one of the only fun matches Big Show could have.
well, that's the Big Joe.
That's a
Well,
Big Joe.
it's a mojo. The
Oh, there's the
Rock.
Rock.
Yes.
Wow.
All right, give
All
me
right,
some
all
good
right.
picks like this going forward, and I'll be.
And you can have Rikishi forfeit to him and say that he did it for the Rock.
Oh, you know what? That's funny. You should consider that.
Brock Lesnar.
Brock
to Rob.
Lesnar. Another, I mean, problematic now, but like another King of the Ring winner as well.
I'm
And then take
assuming
the piss
you're.
with that
That's
thing.
back-to-back King of the Ring winners coming out.
All right, over to Callum again, and you've got
Randy Savage.
the Macho Man.
That's three back-to-back King of the Ring winners.
Wow.
This is bullshit. But Callum's card is gonna be sick. That's great. I love that for Callum.
Leave
got super
your
excited about that
comments in advance to the fantasy booking part where you go, yeah, I'd rather see Callum's. Then. All right, let's see who goes over to Team Tony. It is
Oh, it was nearly about area.
Dean Ambrose. I'm getting
That's a
another
good one.
good pick.
Ambrose.
These are some good picks coming out now.
The Lunatic King. And Rob picks up the Great
Khali.
Khali.
Great Khali.
Holly, you know what? You could do worse.
Great Khali, fabulous he.
Remember, we all have just one mulligan left.
'Cause
4 picks left as well.
Let's see who Callum gets next. He gets Ahmed Johnson. Ahmed Johnson.
you're the
Mm.
only one who wouldn't take this pick.
Yes, I'm gonna take Ahmed Johnson. There could be a lot worse in the final ones. I need to be prepared for that eventuality.
Be prepared.
A lot of Disney going on. And I got Crash Holly.
King Crash. Elroy Judson.
Mm,
Not the Holly that you probably wanted.
He had an idea.
I gotta mulligan him.
Really?
I've
I
got.
would never have done that with Crash Holly.
Look at this. I've got Adam Bomb, Duke Drosy, Bushwhacker Luke, the Warlord,
You could have put.
Sika.
You could do anything you want in this tournament. You could put Duke versus Crash in a hardcore dumpster match or something. Like,
Yeah, I literally cannot believe that you skipped both Chris Candido and Crash Holly. That's remarkable to me.
yeah. How did you skip? By the way.
Partially because it would be funny to skip. All right, let's see if I regret this.
All right, yeah. Now you've got 4 picks to ruin this.
Yo,
now.
please,
Gold,
please.
Gold
Gold
Dust.
Dust.
I thought you were gonna get Lombardi for a minute there.
Gold Dust is an upgrade to me. I like Crash Holly, but I'm like, man, I need big names on here. I don't like Warlord and Bushwhacker Luke and stuff being on there. So I'm risking the idea that means all my mulligans are done. So my next 3 picks are just whatever they are.
Yep, locked in. Me and Rob can still make a change if we need to.
And Rob's gonna get Triple
Triple H.
Triple
H.
H,
Yokozuna.
Yokozuna.
That's not bad. That's
It's a hell of a pick.
Yokozuna's a great pick.
Yeah, it's definitely not bad.
Well, fat, but it's not bad.
Callum's next pick is
Grandmaster 6A?
Billy Gunn.
Billy Gunn.
You know, he's still going. He's still doing pretty well. But
By
he's
the
another
way,
King of the Ring
another
winner.
King of the Ring
Another
winner,
King of the
yeah.
Ring. I'm assuming you're keeping him.
Yeah, of course I'm keeping Billy Gunn.
All right, I have to keep whoever the hell this is. So this is Tajiri. I'm
That's a
still
good pick.
disappointed in that.
Definitely would be one of mine or Rob's picks if we had the option.
Nah, he'll get eliminated in the first round. Tajiri's cool and all, but he's not. I'm not going to give him multiple rounds in a King of the Ring tournament. Let's see. Rob picks up the Berserker.
You know, okay.
You're going to keep
You gotta
Berserker.
keep it.
You only have 2 more picks.
That's okay. You could still do worse.
I probably wouldn't have kept the Berserker that one.
Yeah, I would have mulliganed him for sure.
John Nord's not that bad.
All right, let's go.
Callum
2 more
gets
picks.
Dolph
Dolph Ziggler?
Ziggler, another
I mean,
damn
I'm
good
keeping
performer in
Dolph.
there.
I would have preferred Dolph Ziggler. I regret that.
So now I've got the choice to this one. This one's gonna be difficult because my last pick is now a potential mulligan. So I could get someone who's half decent and try and risk it to go for someone even bigger.
Right.
So this is gonna be tense now. Yeah,
Penultimate
Tony?
pick for me.
tension's all gone really because you know you're getting this. You're getting a test.
Test. Another just mid-card dude. But could be worse. Could certainly be better.
Plenty of big
Rob's
names still out there.
penultimate pick is
Can...
Nikolai
Nikolai
Volkov.
Really?
Is that gonna be the one that goes?
Yeah, fucking Mulligan. You're right next to Boris Zukov.
God, you hate the Russians.
really? USA.
You hear that, Putin?
All right, so
So your replacement pick for your last mulligan is Bad News Brown.
I'll take it.
Is that bad
The
news
King
to
of
you?
Streets.
all right, now I've got free reign on this one. Now I've got an option of like, do I go big or do I go home?
You at least have a safety in that.
So-
regard.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna have a moment of fun here, as I actually have to get up for a second. So
Oh, thank Christ.
Bill Woods, you are gonna mulligan him, right?
I have to get up
Yes.
here. So
So
I'm gonna come back and see what these final picks are.
okay.
Alrighty. Your mulligan pick is
That was good that I saved it.
Yeah, you did save that, and you're gonna get a much better pick with Tito Santana.
Ricky Steamboat.
Yeah.
I'll take the that's good.
And my final pick.
I'm hoping for you, Tony. I'm hoping it's a good.
All right.
pick.
So in the meantime, while Rob is off, I'm gonna take a quick look at this. I'm gonna toss out some people I definitely don't want it to be, and some people that I would definitely be hoping for. So a little hard for me to read some of these. For memes' sake, if I get Mabel, it's funny. Obviously, I'm certainly cool with like an Eddie Guerrero, a Drew McIntyre. I would love to get like, Cody Rhodes or Triple H or whatever.
Shawn Michaels Undertaker still in there as well.
Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, AJ Styles. On the slightly lower scale, like X-Pac, cool. Totally would love X-Pac to be on my team. Probably would have been one of the people that I would have picked down the line. Mankind, one of my favorites of all time. I'm hoping I don't get,
Dan Spivey.
like Dan Spivey's right near Razor Ramon. Like I want Razor Ramon. I don't want Dan Spivey. I'm hoping I don't get Special Delivery Jones or Don Morocco or Skinner, Jim Brunzell, Hercules. These people that I just have no real attachment to. I'm hoping I don't get Giant Gonzalez. Hoping I don't get Jacob Blue. I'd say it's about split in 3 between names I would really be happy with, like like an Undertaker type, or Animal is on this list. I'm seeing him now. He's right next to LA Knight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I must have missed him when I was doing my little scan.
So there's names like, Shawn Michaels that I really would want to like on my team. There's like that secondary group of people that I'm like, okay, cool. I'll take a Scott Steiner. I'll take a Jey Uso. I'll take an Iron Sheik, Ricochet, whatever Santos Escobar. And then there's the people like the Mr. Hughes, where then I'm just gonna be like, So
Mr. Hughes actually made it through to the second round of his King of the Ring.
Who did he beat?
I need to check this one. So let's see. I think it was King of the Ring 94 or maybe 93. Tournament.
Definitely wouldn't have been 96 or 97.
Nah, I don't think so. I'm just checking 93 to see if it was here. He beat Kamala in his one. I count out. And then lost to Mr. Perfect in the quarterfinals.
Alrighty, so let's see.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Who my final one is. I have no mulligans. I am stuck with whoever I get, and it is Baron Corbin, another king.
King Corbin, yeah.
I will take King Corbin. I mean, I have to, no matter what. But I like Baron Corbin. Admittedly, Baron Corbin was in that second range, not one of my absolute top picks. Of course, I would have picked Shawn Michaels over Baron Corbin, But
can I make a suggestion in terms of a match? Because you've got Duke Droese and Baron Corbin in a King of the Ring tournament.
I'll say, it's still waiting for Rob a little bit. I'll say I don't know who I will end up picking to win this King of the Ring tournament. I've got about 5 or 6 names that I would realistically go with. Clearly I'm not going to go with the Warlord as my King of the Ring. But I've got enough people that I could go with for King that I don't know for sure who I would end up going with. I could very easily go with a Daniel Bryan. I could very easily go with a Randy Orton. A Kevin Owens, Ted DiBiase very much could be King of the Ring. I could go with The Rock. I could go with Dean Ambrose. I've got some options here. So it's going to take me planning out the actual matches to see which ones I want to be like, oh man, it would have been really cool to do Kevin Owens versus Owen Hart in the finals, but then I'm sacrificing Daniel Bryan, or I'm sacrificing Kane, or you have an even bigger task when it comes to that, because you have just...
there's a lot of decisions to make.
I think if I were on your side of things, planning yours, because you have so many big names, I would have to do a split of just I'd probably put them all on a list, and then I'd just go and separate 16 of the top 16, and then be like,
oh yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, because I would assume that you probably are in a spot where realistically you're going to have Bret Hart move into the second round, you're going to have Kurt Angle move into the second round, Samoa Joe most likely will as well. So you're going to sacrifice those Tyson Kids, and you could do Tyson Kidd versus Bret Hart too. That's another one. I could see you. We know at least there's some names you're not putting Ahmed into the third round.
No, I'm just having to look through because I'm just so amazed about how many kings that we've managed to get in this one. I'm just looking through. So we've got Harley Race, got Randy Savage, Ted DiBiase is a former King of the Ring,
Xavier Woods, Randy Savage, Billy Gunn,
Tito Santana, Bret Hart, Owen Hart, Stone Cold. I thought The Rock was the King of the Ring, but it was actually Ken Shamrock. I always forget that it's Ken Shamrock.
Shamrock was.
Yeah, Billy Gunn, Kurt Angle, Edge, Brock Lesnar, Booker T, William Regal, Baron Corbin, and Xavier Woods. So there's actually only Bad News Barrett, Sheamus, Ken Shamrock, Triple H, Mabel, and Don Morocco are the only Kings of the Rings that we haven't drafted.
It's crazy.
So, yes, out of the 22 winners of the King of the Ring, we've only missed out on 6 of them so far. Nuts, considering how many other people win this.
And then if you count King Kong Bundy, and you count
and Jerry the King Lawler,
Jerry Lawler, Brock Lesnar and all. All right, so Rob is back. He's getting himself situated, and we are going to get to his final pick in a second.
Yeah, you just missed Baron Corbin, and it was my final pick. It was Tito Santana.
Tito Santana after Bill Woods was the sacrifice.
Tito Santana's not bad,
The former King of the Ring.
That is true.
As is Corbin, yeah.
So then...
All right, so... A lot of big names left for you, Rob.
I hope I get a good one here. Let's see.
Let's see,
You're
Rob's
stuck
final
with whoever
pick
it is. So.
is
Sami
Zayn.
It's a good one.
I would
Can't go
say
wrong
so.
with Sami Zayn. Definitely can have a lot of good matches. Sami Zayn against Chris Jericho, against Jeff Hardy. You got Sami and the Hurricane even would be a good first round match. Definitely
I would
some.
say I did the second best. I think Callum did the best. I think Tony probably comes up worst, but not really.
I think there's a lot of top level people on each one.
It's surprising how many people are still left on this board where I know for a fact they would have gotten picked. Like, you know, Triple H would have gotten picked. Shawn Michaels would have gotten picked. Razor would have gotten picked. If we would have picked our 32, then there's, I would say, maybe even a full like 32's worth of people on here that might not necessarily have gotten picked, because I highly doubt that anybody would have necessarily picked King Kong Bundy. I don't think that Jim Duggan, even though he's like a solid enough pick, I don't think Jim Duggan would have gotten picked if we would have been like manually picking these.
Oh yeah.
So goes to show you our mulligan picks as well. These were the ones that were deemed a thumbs down. I certainly would have rather picked like a Papa Shango over Bushwhacker Luke. Are there any of these mulligan picks you guys would have rather had instead of somebody on your team?
I would have rather Callum had Chris Candido.
No, I think I picked my ones pretty wisely. There's none of those people that but the only one that I feel like a little bit iffy about is Bull Buchanan, and even that one, like, say what you want about Bull Buchanan, I think he has one of the best leg drops in WWE history.
He did have a good leg drop. Crash Holly's an insane skip, though. I would have taken Crash Holly.
I got Goldust for that one, right?
Yeah.
It's an upgrade, but still, it's like...
I don't feel bad about any of my skips, because honestly, fuck the Russians, and you know, and basically any of those tag team guys who wouldn't have done anything as a single, except maybe Typhoon, when you think about the Shockmaster.
I would say if I retroactively had the option to like swap one of my skips and, you know, whatever, I would probably sacrifice the Warlord on my team and replace him with Crash Holly. Like, if I could have, you know, play around with that a little bit.
Now, when we're drafting these cards, are we going full 32 tournament, or are we thinking like, okay, we'll do the quarterfinals, quarter semis, and then the main, or what? How are you guys doing this?
I think I'm just. I mean, my intention was to just structure the 32-man tournament really, and just like, instead of like booking a card, you're booking the tournament essentially.
I was approaching it with the 32 tournament side of things. Guest appearance by Rob's phone on the webcam.
Yes.
I, depending on like, we haven't really planned out what the Darkcast is going to be yet. Yeah, we've done some things in the past where like I've kind of just recorded on a side, like, you know, what tournament would I book with what they have, or, you know, I might do like an alternative tournament idea where maybe I'll do like, all right, if I needed to knock it down to 16 and then I had 16 other people to work with for like a championship and like a tag title and whatever, like I might kind of play around and do like alternative cards, but I'm definitely at least going to, for our main thing, I think that's the simplest thing as we could do, is we could just have a 32-man tournament and kind of any extraneous crap that I do, I'll do on a Darkcast.
This is the first time I really feel inspired to do something with the people that Callum got, and even you to an extent, Tony, because like Randy Orton, Owen Hart, William Regal. But if I had to guess, if we're just guessing who the other people's finals will come down to, I definitely think Callum's is Brett and Kurt. I think Tony, I can see Tony's coming down to The Rock and Randy Orton, or Daniel Bryan and Owen Hart.
I think Rob is going to end up having Stone Cold Steve Austin against Brock Lesnar.
Well, for many reasons, for full circle reasons, probably.
I think potentially that could definitely be like the end of it. I think at some point on your thing you're going to do Gunther versus Brock.
Oh, I forgot you had Gunther.
Yeah.
I think
you got Edge though, so you might be tempted to put Edge in there.
I think when we come down to doing it, just in the vision in my head at the moment, I think I'm going to surprise a few people with how I structure this.
Devon Dudley going to the finals, okay.
Yeah.
Devon
versus Bubba in the final.
Devon Dudley, Bull Buchanan final from Callum. Who would have thought?
I don't know if you have any kind of like specific plans in mind, but that's an interesting idea to be like, you're going to surprise us with something. Okay. I'm down for surprises like that. We'll figure out what we do with this in the future. I'll probably spend some time tonight, to be perfectly honest. I usually end up doing that. I usually end up like just immediately going, I want to book my card, and then I work on it at like 3 a.m. or something. So depending on when we get another chance to do our fantasy booking stuff over the next few days, or maybe we even do it next week or so, Darkcast might be before that, might be after that. We do need to kind of settle on our schedules and stuff. So it's not happening most likely tomorrow, but stay tuned. Maybe we record it after the hot tags or something like that on Friday. And we will, of course, have another episode of the hot tags coming up on Friday. And then I don't know what we have planned for next week and stuff. I lost track of all that stuff. Crazy past couple of weeks. So show your support. Keep us going. Make sure that you see the future episodes by funding the ability for us to do these next episodes and to keep the morale up and everything like that. Make sure you're subscribed. Click on that little notification bell. We've got King and Queen of the Ring coming up pretty soon, so we'll have our live post show immediately following that pay-per-view on the
That's a big weekend. That is
25th, 26th, something like that.
That and Double or Nothing.
We got those two. NXT Battleground had been moved over, so we don't have to do a 3 for that time. They haven't said when the King and Queen of the Ring tournament is airing, I think. So I don't know when that's going to be. Like, it's usually in the afternoon. Figured out when it ends up being the case, though. But we've got an actual King and Queen of the Ring tournament going on, so we'll be talking about that for the hot tags and stuff, too. Lots of King and Queen of the Ring talk coming up. And if you want us to do anything else in particular, you remember you've got the Pick Your Poison tier, so you could directly fund that if you want us to do a deeper dive into something like, to watch an old King of the Ring, or to maybe instead of putting these alternative card things on the Darkcast, if you want us to put it on the main channel and have all of us do alternative cards or something. I don't know. It's kind of up to you. That's the whole reason. You get to pick your poison. So keep all that in mind. Make sure you are on the Patreon, subscribe on the YouTube channel, make sure that you follow everything else that we've got going on here. You can check out the link tree. Go to amangotree.com. You can see links to every single thing that you've got for Fanboys Anonymous and Smark Out Moment. The more support that you give for either of them, the better it is for me in the long run, and the more that it'll keep me from going absolutely insane. So follow me at Tony Mango. Definitely pass things around to people that you think are interested in checking out things like the Blueprint Project or Smark Out Moment an article, editorial, whatever it might be, podcast wise, writing wise. It's all greatly, greatly appreciated. Of course, if you're following me, you're going to anthonymango.com. You should also follow Rob and Kellum.
Yeah, you can follow me everywhere at Dude Felice. First of all, let me apologize. This is a new setup I'm trying with the laptop and the headset, so we'll work the kinks out there. But I always appreciate the support, and I'm going to underscore what Tony said. You should be checking out everything under a mango tree because it's time to show support, basically. And, of course, also check out Fightful.com. and all the great stuff Sean and the team we have are doing over there. And you can check out dudefelice.com as a central hub for these things, and hopefully more in the future. But Callum also has some great stuff coming in the future, maybe.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at Wigmeister14. You can check out the power rankings over at smarkantmoment.com to see how I'm ranking the WWE Superstars based on their previous week's performances. And then while you're there, you can also head on over to the Fantasy League, also at wwefantasyleague.com, to see how our teams are doing. The first couple of shows are in the bag now. Some points are being picked up. Of course, there's still a long way to go until we determine who the winner of this season will be. But check it out, follow along to see how our teams do.
Okay, everybody, that's it for this edition. Thank you, as always, for checking us out. Thank you in advance for your comments, for passing us along, and anything else that you do. And we will see you next time. But for now, this has been another Smark Out moment. We're being counted out.